time. And then I'm going to do this Facebook thing, which I can never quite figure out how to not make it start talking live on Facebook. Okay. Have to. All right, I'm sharing it on the page, and the page is going to be. All right, we are live, and I just need to make sure that I close out Facebook because every time I do this, I hear myself talking. So before that happens, I hope I did that. All right, so we are back here today with the SOS for coaches, and I am Janet Clark, and I'm here with my buddy John Bender. And so we've been talking to you guys about the sales outsourcing strategy. So we're talking to you coaches who are overwhelmed and drowning in sales calls. And you may be drowning in calls because you're not closing enough. You may just have too many, which is always a great thing. But for whatever reason, you know you're at the point where you are ready to outsource your sales calls. Say hi, John.
Hey, everybody.
I don't want to just completely overtake this. So in review, we talked about the first thing that was important was to make sure that you have a transformational program that you can offer to your clients. And so if you didn't see the first video, go back and watch that. Talk about what would make a program transformational. The second thing that we talked about was literally how to implement what we call the 3 Ps. John, review for us what they were again so that everybody is clear. So I won't do all the talking.
Sure. Preview, paid, and what we call professional. The preview level is your organic. This is where people are experiencing you in a group. They're enjoying the value. They really just, they're driving with you. They love you. They think you're awesome. The paid level is where they go and they get a chance to go to a deeper dive, more experience. That's typically a $10,000 package where, somewhere between $7,000 to $10,000, where you're offering them an experience for a short period of time. Again, very, very transformational, as Janet was saying, that they're going to get it, this aha moment that they know they're going to get that value. There's a lot of good immersion there. Then there's a continuity on the backside. So as they graduate and they want to stay in the program, you're charging them, several $100s to several $1,000s per month, depending on your offering. So that is what we call the paid level. And that's where about 80% of your total revenue should come from if you look at your portfolio of revenue. So 80% is coming from that paid level. Then you have a professional level. These are the people that were their hyper people, they're hyper clients that love you, that really want to kind of get that full immersion with you. Clearly, you don't want to saddle yourself up there or paint yourself into the corner like a lot of coaches do when they're starting. So you maybe have 5 to 6 of these people at a time, max that you're working with, somewhere between 20 all the way up to 50, maybe even 100,000, depending on what you're offering them. So the idea there is that that's for a period of time, as Janet said, that transformational process. As they roll off the stack, you're going to have new people getting on the stack. And so that's where you want to have people help sell that for you. So you don't have to be involved with that. You can be, laser beam focused in on your clientele, offering them, so much more value than they're actually paying for. And then the cool part about that professional level, if you, just want to get on your sailboat and cruise around the world for a couple of months, you can just, as soon as that last person's off the stack, you can shut that down, but you don't really shut down your revenue because 80% of your money is coming from the paid level, which is kind of more of the group process that just is 90% content, 10% you. So this is kind of the strategy of how to have something that works for you rather than you having to work for it all the time. Hope that makes sense.
Yeah. So that second phase is really important. It's pretty much the funnel process, the messaging that's going on within your client base, and that whole importance of being able to get more revenue from existing customers. So once you get those things into place and you're ready to rock and roll with a salesperson, that's what we're here to talk to you about right now. So one of the things that we have discovered, and really it came to light to me over the course of the last year, is this sort of gaping hole that's out there. So there are so many coaches who are ready to scale their business, but they're buried in the sales process. And no matter what they do and how much they try, they can't find anyone that can sell their programs like they can sell them. And there are all these people running around out there in the marketplace who claim to be high ticket sales experts or high ticket closers or whatever they call themselves. However, so often when the coaches go to work with these people, they find out that either they really don't have any experience, they've had some kind of a training program, or they just aren't what they claim to be. Mm-hmm. So there's this, like I said, hole, right? Where, how do we match these people up? And that's how John and I actually came to be working together. So John is on the board of the Opus Global Services, which is a staffing company. And we are able to get the best salespeople. And the reason they're the best is because we train them right through my program. And John has all sorts of background in management, sales management as well. So we can ensure that the people who are, that we can introduce you to absolutely are the cream of the crop when it comes to high ticket sales. Right, John?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. There's, we don't want to disparage anyone, but there's almost this kind of biz op culture built around high ticket sales. Like, you can make all this money, make hundreds of thousands a year, and no BS, and blah blah blah. And, and even if you have no experience, and Janet and I are, we're kind of like, really? I mean, we've spent 10,000 plus hours booked on the phone, actually closing 10,000 hours plus. I mean, it's been over the last 23 years here. That's a lot, guys. And you're really going to do that? You're going to, just, you never had any experience. You're going to hop on a program and, make $150,000 being high ticket sales. Maybe, I mean, if you're some savant, you got some kind of unique skill. I mean, I don't doubt there's somebody who's the natural born salesperson, but it's kind of unlikely. And so really you want someone that really is going to be the kind of the front door. We kind of call it the golden door. I'll tell you more about that here in a moment. It's going to be the front door for your culture, for your tribe, that not only is about making money, but more importantly about making a difference, to bring somebody into your culture that is going to really be set up for success and appreciate it. It's not about how they closed them and how they were able to take their money and, man, one call closed and I jammed them. And, is that really what you want? Or do you want somebody who really can take some time to understand who this person is, how they're going to really be transformed by what your unique gift is? And it's a gift. And to be able to create a customer, a client for life. I mean, what do you really want? So as we saw this, it was I don't want to say laughable, but it was kind of laughable. I mean, it was just, I guess, but I think there's a place where you can go, and if you know and understand how the sales mindset works, you can find people that are very solid, that are not here today, gone tomorrow, not somebody after you spend time, and even if they're getting results, they're off running after the next shiny object, because salespeople always like tracing as much money. There's a misnomer. There's an idea that all salespeople are about money. It's not true. Salespeople like to be able to do something that they can make a difference. I mean, there's a lot of people that have already made their money. They're at a place in their life where they want to do something to really enhance and really grow and advance people. And so I'd probably be willing to bet you're the person that wants somebody like that on your team, rather than, the guy that's like, hey, look at me, I'm making so much money, and bang, bang, bang. And, it's kind of all kind of different ideas come to mind. So, Janet, we created something really special. And any comments there before we talk about what the golden door is?
No, I think it's just true. It's the caliber of the people who we are attracting are people that have a higher purpose. Yes, we all want to make money, just like the coaches that we represent, they want to make money, but they're not doing their work specifically to make money, right? They're doing it because they want to make an impact in the world. The salespeople who we bring in are exactly the same. They know that by helping the coaches, consultants, service providers that we will be serving, that when they sell programs for that person, that person's able to make their impact in the world. So it's really a collaboration at this point that we have figured out is what people want and what we want.
Yeah, and it's not just altruism. It's economics too. Think about it. If you're selling for somebody and you're doing a great job and they've got a real program that offers real, life-changing value, you're going to be able to continue to sell for them, until the cows come home. As they begin to scale their business and programs, you're going to be a partner in their progress in their future. And so that makes a great income for you as a salesperson to be able to have that relationship because you're really that front door. Let me tell you where the golden door concept came from. I remember being back in my 20s. I was at the El Conquistador resort there in Fajardo, Puerto Rico, and I was floating down at the marina level, looking up at these beautiful bungalows and villas up on the hill, and these pastel colors in the Bahamian, the kind of the greens and the reds and the light purples and lilacs, and I said, gosh, wonder what it would take to have a place like that. It'd be really cool. Well, it was interesting as I started making money with my company. I was very fortunate and very blessed to have one of these properties. And it was cool because here it was. I still felt like an ordinary person who had some extraordinary success, but my next door neighbor 2 levels down was Michael Jordan, Enrique Iglesias, let's see, Mariah Carey. And then there was me. It's like crazy. I'm just like some kind of sales and marketing guy. But what was really cool about this place, it was called Las Casitas. But you can go there, by the way, if you ever get a chance to go to Fajardo, beautiful place. But down, as you kind of go traverse all the pools and all the tropical foliage and just beautiful landscaping, there's this place called the Golden Door Spa. The Golden Door Spa is a hotsy-totsy spa, where, you have like a mortgage payment to get a facial, right? And so it's like crazy. But the thing is, when you go to the Golden Door Spa, you open up this golden door. It's very heavy. It's very substantial. But you go in and you recognize you're going into a place that you're going to get the very best. You know that you're going to get taken care of. You know that they're going to have the very best, estheticians, the very best counselors, the very best people look after. Yeah, you're paying for it, but you're having the most incredible talent that's working with you. And so, it's interesting, the metaphor, you might say, a facial that costs a mortgage payment. Does that mean you guys would cost that much? The answer is yes and no. Yes, in the sense that we're not going to be the bargain brand. We're not going to be somebody who's just, a 24-year-old pulled out of grad school, selling for you a little bit here and there. We're professionals. We're people that have booked many, 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 many hours doing what you want us to do for you, but not just that. As Janet said, most of us have made plenty of money, so it's not about the money as much as it is about making a difference and being able to be a part of that success story for you. So I think, in that sense, we're not the bargain brand, but when you look at what you're looking for, and this is, I believe, what you're looking for. That's the lifetime value of your client. That's the value of their contribution after the initial sale. You want that person to be there a month after month, a year after year. Check this out, decade after decade. A lot of my clients, a lot of the people that I've taught in sales have worked with me, check this out, over 15 years. They've worked with me over 15. How has that happened? Well, it happens because people make money together, but they get shot straight. People don't do anything anymore for 15 years. And the reason why you hang around something like that is because the culture is right. You see, that's exactly what we're used to transferring to you. A culture that's going to keep on paying you month after month after month. but it's because of that golden door. It's because of when they first come in, we're the brand ambassador that is going to represent you well. So is that not what you're looking for? Or are you looking for, I got my Learjet and I sold this and I did this and I did that? Again, God bless them. I mean, it's great that they have that. But for us, it's about you. It's about what's going to be there for you, and how are we going to help be that front door that's really going to make you look great and be something that you can know absolutely that you're being taken care of. Janet?
Yeah. Well, and the other beautiful thing is, for the people that we have already worked for, everybody, it's a win for everybody, right? Because we get paid on commission, which is a great thing. But whatever it is that we need to cover our commission, we've been able to actually increase the level of what people sell their programs for anyway. So we really see the value sometimes in coaches that they don't see in themselves. So we could probably sell you better than you can sell yourself. In fact, I know we can. We've done it over and over again. So that's what we've seen out there as far as, what needs to happen to bring a high ticket salesperson on board who's really going to be able to hit the ground running. We saw the whole. I don't really know any other really great solution, so we figured we need to create it. And so that's what we're about here. And so what we will leave you with, and I will type it into the comments because I don't know how to type it on here as we're talking, but John, maybe you could just give the link that people could go to if they want to apply to speak with us about that.
Yeah, we put together an easy URL for you, and because we know a lot of people want people that can close for them, but also want an impact in their business, the right one. So we put high impact closers with an S, highimpactclosers.com, and that's / it's a slash that goes to the right. So highimpactclosers.com / check availability. Obviously, there's no way we can work with everybody, but what we're doing is we onboard customers and clients, and we want to make sure there's good, cultural and, ideological fit, philosophical fit there. But we want to go ahead and have you check availability to make sure that it is going to be a good fit. And then we'd love to have a conversation with you to see if it's going to be something that's going to be a win-win for everybody. And then if it is, then we can sit down and, talk about the next step. I think you're going to be pretty excited. So one more time, that is just go to High Impact Closers, CLOSERS, High Impact Closers, HIGH, IMPACTA, Closers, High Impact Closers / check availability. Check availability, take you right there. You can go down to the bottom and click that, fill out a little application, tell us about yourself, and we'll have a great conversation. So
yeah, cool. All right, guys. So it'll be down somewhere in this Facebook Live chat, comments or whatever. But anyway, thanks for listening in today, and we will be back, I'm sure, soon. Bye for now.
Thanks, everybody. Take care.